Hello everyone. Welcome to the repair stream or whatever this is. Well, I barely know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is the second stream in English I've done, but the last one worked really well. So thanks everyone who came and participated and asked questions or just put the stream in the background while you're doing something more interesting. I really don't mind. I'm doing this because I want to do it for myself. And it's a good occasion to share some knowledge, whatever knowledge I gather along the way. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Today we have a special task, special program. We're going to be repairing gear that I broke this weekend. So last week I talked about how I was trying to fix some gear so we have it ready for the road trip this weekend. We went on a road trip, we flew for 3 days in a bando, and we broke a bunch of things. And among those things, there's this thing here, which is the ESC I use. Let me zoom in. It's called Voltara, and it's an amazing ESC that's both designed and produced by a guy, a good friend of mine who's in Romania. So it's like a European design made with all high components and everything. So it's kind of a labor of love from him. And it's a really great ESC, and I fly this on all my bando quads. And you might see here, it's missing a pad. And I had a crash that broke an arm, and I've had that happen a bunch of times. Usually the wire breaks, but for this one, the pad lifted. But thanks to Livyu, who's the creator of Voltara, he gave me a bunch of instructions, showed me some diagrams for the board, and I kind of have a good plan of how I'm going to fix this. So that's going to be first order of business. I have never done this before, not to that extent. So it's going to be a discovery for me, and I'm going to bring you along. Yeah, I'll tell you about the plan or how I'm going to approach this after. I have a few other things I might want to show you, because this weekend was a road trip. We got to meet a bunch of friends, bunch of people, and a few people have seen the stream, and they've given me stuff to repair, so I can show you all the haul from this weekend. And it's mostly from Danza, who's a French guy who I've met in real life for the first time this weekend, but also a bunch of other things. So yeah, big haul, bunch of boards to assess, some AIOs, even some like crossfire stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to do with. Some old gear, some new gear. I mean, look at this. That's an ESC with some plugs on the end. I've never seen that before. A bunch of conformal coating. So that might be super old. I don't know. But yeah, we're not running out of stuff to repair for a while. That's going to be fun. So even like a buzzer with a dead battery. I don't think I'm going to be doing that on a stream, because swapping a battery is just desolder 2 cables and then it's done. What do we have here? Oh, a bunch more bolts. Oh yeah, that's from Grimcar, who might be in the
Yes,
in
that's
the
my
chat.
stuff.
Yep,
It's
that's a
burnt.
camera. Camera, I think that's
The FC, this one, is working.
this
Yep.
one's working. Oh, is that the one
Yeah.
I gave you? That's the repaired one.
Yes.
Okay, I'll
Yes,
put that
yes.
back in the box. I don't have the box. The box is somewhere downstairs. So yeah, bunch of things that need my attention. So that's going to be coming up in a stream near you in a while. So someday, maybe, we'll see. Oh yeah, many more things to look at and repair. Hi, so I'll give a quick shout out to people joining early in the stream. So Mika was first by a long shot.
Woohoo!
So Clyde and Co, Big,
Yo.
bunch of friends from the team. Joseph, we have Dusky Productions joining from California, so that's going to be early afternoon for you, something like that. But yeah, and from what you're saying, you might be also fixing electronics. So you might be able to either help me, judge me, criticize me. I'm all for it. I'm very new to the repair space and I'm learning on my own. So I still have plenty to learn. But yeah, that's awesome. I love keeping gear out of the bin. All right, shall we get started on this ESC? So I'll put it on the microscope and I'm gonna tell you about the plan.
The master plan.
Yep, it's the master plan. So here, we grab it in some way that's convenient and focus it on the pad. And I now have a way to have more light if I want. All right, so we have a RIP pad. And the way this works, that's a FET, a transistor, field effect transistor. And this thing, all my tweezers are bent. That's not nice. I'll bend them back at some point. So this actually, despite having what looks like 8 pin, the package has 8 pins. It only has 3 relevant pads, like parts. This rail at the top is all one big pad. It's separated in 4, but it's all one thing. The 3 here on the bottom are all one thing. And this one here is the gate. That's kind of the switch that turns the MOSFET on and off, because the MOSFET is basically a digital switch. Turn like in one position, it's going to block the current. In the other position, it's going to let the current through. So here we can see that the pad got ripped for those 3. This is still fine. And we have some amount of copper here that's still there attached. And this side, those 3 pins, need to be attached to this pad, which was like, and you can see all those small dots, they're called vias. And they're small holes that get drilled into the PCB and filled with copper. And it ties the electricity from this pad that's gone.
You're out of focus a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, because the focus I see on my camera is a bit different. On my thing is a bit different to what you guys see, because it's an optical microscope. So yeah, good thing you're telling me, so we can have a better experience. So yeah, you can see those small holes here. Those are the vias, and they go through the PCB. So it means that every piece of copper that's inside the PCB, which will be the top layer that's gone, the bottom layer, and every other layer in between, because there can be a bunch of layers in between, are going to be connected together. So we can see the shadow of a copper pad under it. And from talking to Livyu, told me that basically there's another copper pad just below this surface that we're going to be able to grind and reveal by grinding the PCB material here. And we're going to be able to solder to it. So then we need a way to bridge this copper layer that's under the FET to this pad. So what I'm going to have to do is first remove this FET, then find a way to reattach the pad, which I do have. I can show it to you. It was on the end of the wire. So you can see it here. I'm going to bring it into, try to not damage it or lose it, but you can see basically the pad. We're going to be trying to reattach it. So we're going to try to flatten it. Then we're going to try to solder it to the copper we're going to reveal underneath. And then I'm going to have to scrape away the solder mask on top, so I can bridge it with solder to the pad under the FET. And after that, I'll be able to put the FET back. But yeah, that's coming up.
This is going to be a fun one.
Right now. And the thing is, I don't have the proper tools. I don't have a grinding pen yet. I have ordered one, but I don't have one yet. I also don't have a preheater. And this board, this Voltara board, is very heavy with copper. It has a bunch of layers with very thick copper, and it's usually you would want to preheat the board on a plate, a hot plate, basically. That's called a preheater. That makes it easier to remove components and also less likely that we're going to overheat one side of the board and possibly warp it. So I'm going to do my best to try to heat up the board evenly with my hot air before I go and desolder the FET. However, what I do have in the big box of dead gear is, if I can find it, we have somewhere, let me find it, looking for a 2020 board. By the way, this Voltara ESC, it's a 20 by 20, but it's 50 amps, so it's been more than enough to deal with bando crashing and everything. Yeah, that's a dead Voltara board. This one died because it spent 15 minutes in complete, like the filthiest water ever in one of our local bandos. And it looks quite good, but basically everything that was plugged to VBAT, so that was on 25 volts, got corroded away. And you can see here, for example, the plus pad is gone. That's just PCB substrate. Pretty much that's the vias and a tiny bit of pad, but it's mostly substrate. So yeah, that one is unfortunately not fixable. When your gear spends a long time in swampy water full of rusty iron and a bunch of electrolytes, it's just too dead to fix. But what I'm going to be able to do is use this as training to remove a FET and see how hard it is, how stuck it is. So I'm going to first try on this so I don't damage the actual real board. Yeah. A question from Ducky. If I have hot test station, it might be easier to remove the FET to correct the spot. Yeah, that's pretty much what I intend to do, yeah. I'm going to have to, there's no real way around it. Let me do some matter.
Good evening, handsome.
Good evening. Livyu, if you want to join on Discord, you should be able to, I sent you a link, but anyone who wants to join on voice, by the way, feel free to do so. You can join my Discord through the link in the description of this stream. The only thing I ask is that you don't monopolize the voice chat and don't start chatting about other things because we're trying to focus on the stream. But yeah, Livyu, if you want to come, I sent you an invite. You should be able to click the. Oh, let me give you the role. Actually, that's going to save you some time. There's there should be a thing you have to click to accept the rules of the server, but I just verified you, and you should see us now in the voice chats. Feel free to hop in. It's in the general chat. So yeah, that's absolutely awesome. So as I said, Livyu is the creator of this ESC, and he might join in chat. He's in chat, so you can ask questions to him if you want. He might drop in on voice. Oh, hey.
And he's here.
He's here. I know there's some possibly baby things involved, so might not be able to talk all the time, but okay. Okay, let's go back to Microscope view and start trying to remove a FET. So if I want to remove the exact same one,
hello guys.
Gonna be on. Hello.
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 Hey.
So we're gonna be trying to remove the second FET here, the first FET, which matches the one that got ripped out. I'll give that a go. Let me remove the gummies quickly so we don't burn them. That does not smell too good.
No, they do not.
Hopefully I don't heat it up so much that I start melting the plugs, but I should be okay.
The funniest thing you can do is take out the copper area from the broken ESC and use it on the broken one. Copper area from the
you have, there's some echo coming from yourself actually. But I shouldn't have to do that because I do have the pad still. But if I fail with the pad, I can actually try to steal some copper from here. All right, so hopefully you should be able to see now. I'm gonna come in with 450 max airflow, and I'm gonna start for a couple of minutes probably. I'm gonna start, actually it goes to 470. I'm gonna start heating the board by heating it up all around. Let me put my what's it called? The thing that sucks the air so I don't get dead. That's, I can't find words tonight.
The extractor.
The extractor. I'm gonna put my extractor on and turn it on.
Please don't die.
And let's go. I have my tweezers, I have my hot air. I'll spend a couple minutes shuffling the hot air around to kind of heat up the board.
Yeah, don't die. I need you for the good coffee and pizza.
I can do that. I have actually thought about getting myself one of those nice outdoors pizza oven, like transportable ones. But I don't invite people often enough. Usually go
Dude.
to spots to fry.
Pizza bando.
Bando pizzas.
I can
Oh.
participate. I can participate.
We need to start making some pizzas on the bando.
Bando pizza. Okay, so I should have started my thermal camera so I have an idea of how hot it is, but it should be getting quite hot. We can see the flux is bubbling up. So I'm going to be going in for the kill.
Nope.
Oh, well, I blew that away, but it came out
Bye.
okay. Bye, Fat. Where are you, Fat? Where's the Fat? The Fat is nowhere to be seen and will never be talked about again. That's fine. It's not really crucial. I will try my best to not blow the other one away, though I might reduce the airflow to compensate for me being not very skilled.
I never heard you
but-
made a joke about Boba.
Did I make a joke about Boba? Which Boba? Oh, Boba Fett. Oh, yeah, it took me a while. Sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so let's do it on the real board then. And with, I'll lower the airflow to probably like 60%. It might take a bit longer, but less risk I'm going to blow the Fett away. And I'm going to prepare a small box. I have my small box already, so I can put it in and not lose it. Let's go. Same thing, I'm going to preheat the board.
Are you willing to play a game, Krhom?
What? Depends on the game.
You need to replace, every time you would have to say Fett, you got to say Boba.
That's, while fun, it's not good for learning, so I might not do that. But it is, I do appreciate the...
if you manage to do it for 5 minutes, you get one pizza.
I get one pizza. Yeah, you do pay in pizza. So you can see a bunch of white residue starting to melt, I guess. Around the board was conformal coated. I did remove all the conformal coat, or most of the conformal coat, by soaking it overnight in alcohol. Okay, let's go for it. Oh. All right, that works.
Hey,
That's
there we
fine.
go.
I'll...
That pad actually looks better than I expected.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I'll try not to lose the Fett. It's in its box.
Not too shabby.
All right. Yeah, Livyu is pointing out that I can start blowing. I can skip the airflow at 100% because if I blow Fetts away, I can just take other ones from the donor board. But might as well train and get used to not losing them. All right, so we have our Fett away. I think next order of what's the expression? Next, I was going to say order of call, but it's like port of call or order of something from the expression. Next task on the list is to scrape away here until we reveal proper, and that's going to be long because I do not have a grinding tool, so I'm going to be doing it with the hobby knife. Let me turn off the extractor. And
If you put a
Let's-
little heat on with your hot air as you scrape, it can make it
Yeah.
a little easier.
all right, I'll give that a go.
You don't need the
I'm
full like
guessing
400.
Duckus, your Ducky Productions and your
Yeah,
gaming
that's
hub.
me.
Well, yeah, that's good. I'll give that a go. I'll probably keep the heat lower.
Yeah,
So I
I
don't-
only use like 250 or well
Yeah.
250 Fahrenheit, so whatever that is.
Or
in
is that
Celsius.
like
Uh-huh.
tea temperature, like 250? That's not even. What's 250
It's like
Fahrenheit?
100
Probably.
degrees. 150,
I'm a Googler right now. 250 F.
I'm keeping it under the melting point of the
180
solder.
something.
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
How much?
like 120.
Oh yeah, Whew. That's barely warm. Like that's slow
Yeah,
cooking
just
territory.
heats
That's
heats
not
up the epoxy.
Okay, let's see if I can find a nice, comfortable. I don't know if there's a. I mean, yes, I do know there's a proper grinding tool, which I'm gonna get. I have ordered, but in the meantime, oh, I need to tighten this.
I've personally never used the grinding tool. I've always used a razor blade. I've done this I did MacBook repair, board level
Really?
repair for about 10 years. And I just scrape them off with a razor blade. Obviously the pads are a lot smaller though, so this is a massive pad compared to what I deal with.
Yeah. I
Just be
it's like-
sure you're not going to break the trace going from the pad.
This one here,
up.
right? Here, right? The one we can see barely here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to stay away from this corner then. I don't need the whole pad anyway. But yeah, it's I've been watching a bunch of Northridge repairs recently, and he's
Yeah,
a big
he's really
advocate
good.
for the grinding tool.
He's really good, and then Louis Rosman is kind of who
Yeah.
I learned from.
Well, Louis is doing politics now.
He is.
Yes,
I haven't
that is true.
watched his channel in years.
I mean, it's interesting politics. It's the right kind of politics. Also, is it in focus for you guys? It's not. It's like perfectly in focus for me.
The focus is
Okay.
weird, or the light is too bright for the camera.
I did increase the. That's the. I can lower the.
It's
the
too
light, I think.
shiny.
Oh no, it's gonna compensate. So let me go and do that now. It's in the camera settings in OBS. I didn't increase the brightness because it was too dark before. I might have overdone it. So let me do this now. So you guys get the best experience.
There is a technique with lights coming from left and right that basically kills your reflections, but I never tried it.
I have which is really nice actually. Should be better now. Looks like it
Yeah,
is
it's a
better.
bit better.
Yeah, I have this ring. That's a polarized light that coming from the scope, and I can kind of shift the reflections.
Oh, that was a lot better.
And you can, yeah,
Oh, now it's better. No, back, turn back.
Yep.
Now, this is it. This is it.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
that's the one where we can see the copper, right? Yeah, I'll keep that and come back to it. So we can see the vias, but I mean, I have scraped some of the epoxy.
You're pretty
so
close there.
Oh yeah, I can see some traces of copper now.
You can do how I did it one time. You can just go between the vias and you just scrape up and down until you reach copper, because it will be difficult to cut also the vias.
Yes, I see what you mean. Yeah. Let me put it in something heavier actually, because the platform is moving. I'll switch to this holder.
Actually, I think it will be easier if you go from top to bottom with the cutting edge of the blade.
So going like this.
Yeah, like
scraping-
make a cut to the copper and then use that cut as like your depth.
What tool are
Like-
you using right now?
Hobby knife.
Can you show it to the camera, knife?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
same
way.
as a cutter blade.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the cool thing is I'm probably gonna achieve my goal. It might just take longer.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it.
There's no reason I won't get to copper eventually.
Yeah, and using a normal grinder is way too big for this job, so scraping is the way to go.
You
Yeah,
need
I
some
have.
dental tools.
Yeah,
Dremel.
the tiny
Little Dremel.
what they call the grinding tools for SMD seem like they have a super fine tip. So we'll see how that goes. Let me clean
Yeah,
that up so we can see.
that's ultrasonic scrapers.
We'll see. The thing I got wasn't the most expensive, so we'll see what it does. But
Get a air compressed one. It makes cool sounds.
yeah, again, air compressor. Oh, I found the other FET. I have two FETs now. It's snuck under the jig, but
On this board, do those vias just go to the other side so you can connect, or?
Yeah,
yeah, I think
there's
so.
another FET on the other side, so there needs to be a very low resistance path so the current
Gotcha.
can flow from both sides.
Gotcha, gotcha. What are you planning to use as a bridge?
The pad, the old pad.
The old pad, the old pad? Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, it was stuck at the end of the motor wire, so I actually
You
got
can
to
also
keep it.
use, if you
Solder
have
wick.
like some, yeah, solder wick, exactly.
That's what I've used before in the past. Oh,
Yeah,
my
just
hand
super
is
glue it.
getting tired trying to be precise here. So I'll see if I can kind of.
There is another way you could do it, but it's trickier to go from left to right, but almost at the surface of the vias, and you just cut away material.
Yeah, that's kind of why. Do not look at my fingers. They are disgusting.
They're about as bad as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I'm
the
getting
technique. Yeah.
self-conscious. I'm gonna move the thing away.
You're doing this with your feet.
I mean, microscopes may give you all the details, all the gory details. I mean, I feel like we are starting to see a decent amount of copper already. I'll keep doing, but yeah, I feel like having something abrasive.
You can see it, but it will be very hard to solder
Yeah.
because there is still a lot of glue and stuff on it.
Yeah, let me try something. I do have some.
I've used my soldering
tiniest
iron
file.
with like a flat tip and just like rubbed it on that area with no solder on it. That's
I do
worked
have.
pretty well too.
This is a tiny file that might be
Oh,
able to do
nice.
something. It's not designed for this, but I've had it to clean up resin printed parts.
Very good idea.
It seems like it might be the right tool.
Yeah, it does.
Now I need to be super careful to not scrape away too much copper.
It's thick enough, and also you have vias going down, so.
Ah, that's much better.
Looking better.
Yeah. Trying to remove as many. I mean, I don't need the whole pad, but the more pad I can get. So let me clean it up and see where I'm at with the trace I need to not cut.
But it does look good now.
Yeah, it's starting to look quite nice. So yeah, I can scrape on to the edge more. Oh, I also got one of those. So I got a bunch of stuff from AliExpress. This seems like it's going to be great. That's they call ESD safe bottles. They cost like two euros for 3, and you can equip them with the thing. And that's for IPA. It's great to target the IPA. So that's good. I also received this crazy engineered extruder for flux. That's quite nice. So yeah, I'm just getting all the cool tools. and having fun. Because having the right tools is just something I enjoy.
It makes a big difference.
Sometimes you really don't need them. You just enjoy having like the cool tool, but they can make a difference, I bet, yeah. Okay, I think we
Pro is
could
using an
probably
electric tool to remove his props.
Yeah, I do have the Bardwell electric screwdriver, the gyroscopic DeWalt one, and it's great. Because removing props, when you damage them as often as I do, is a bit of a chore. I think we're good, Laura.
What I think you will need to do is when you will solder the FET, solder it more to the right or upward. Depends on how you look at it.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. But as long as I don't bridge, as long as I don't bridge like this gap. But yeah, I'm gonna have to scrape.
You can just measure it afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that should go to VBAT, right? Or ground or.
Yeah, the top ones go to the positive rail.
Yeah.
I'm trying to flatten this piece of copper. Oh, that's good. I was planning to remove some of the solder mask. I feel like I should probably scrape away this solder mask so I can get a good solder joint.
Anyway, your biggest point of connection will be that one you just scraped, because next to the pins will be like a very thin thing, so you cannot use too much solder there because it's the FET, so the side of it will be the biggest point of contact.
Yeah, I see. So, oh, should I try using my rasp again? I think I have a bunch of other files as well that I could try to see if they are more appropriate, but this seems to be doing some of the job quite well. So I think next I'm going to be applying some solder to the pad. Try to position the pad on top and try to solder it, I think, the old pad. The old pad is plain copper underneath, obviously, because it was a copper trace.
Well, so it will have some glue residue too, so...
From what I've seen, I'll show you, but from what I've seen, it's pure copper. Like, it might have pulled clean, but maybe not. We'll see.
I would try at least to solder it and clean it with a braid afterwards, just to be sure it takes solder pretty well.
That's a good... The question is, how am I going to hold it while I work on it?
I usually use double-sided tape on my table when I...
VHV.
No, even thinner than that.
I have a bunch of different options. Okay, so this file is proving quite useful. I'm quite happy with that. I'll probably, All right.
I actually kept all my Impulse RC kits files. I have a bunch of them and use them for this.
Let's see if I can do a quick catch up on the chat. Hi, I don't know how to say your name. MS Obtain. Subtain. But hi. Oh, CMYKFPV. Fancy seeing you here. I'm doing some pad repair. I'm repairing a Voltara ESC today. And depending on how far that goes, I might be repairing other things. But yeah, that's... yeah, thank you very much for coming. Now you need to convince Siore to come to the stream as well. Because I've gone to his stream a lot, so he owes me. He doesn't. All right, so let's pull that pad, get some stick tape. I'll use my the most sticky one. I'll I think I'm gonna put it on the OmniFixer. That's gonna make it easy to move around. I'll try using this sticky
By the
tape,
way,
which is
even
yeah.
if those pads, even if those vias look empty, they're not. They are filled.
Yeah, they're filled with with epoxy, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll cut out a bit of this tape. So this tape is stupid sticky. So hopefully it should hold despite the heat. I should be able to pull it out after. We'll see. That's all part of the discovery. Now get our pad and try to solder to it so it's not flat because it has some solder residue on the other side. Let's go to a microscope. Let's focus this and we'll see. I'm going to grab a smaller tip. What should I use? This? No. Yeah. No. I don't know. Tip choice is not something I've settled on yet, so we'll see. I'll try to use this bend chisel. So here we'll see if it takes the solder.
You know what I would try to do first?
Yeah.
Remove the solder on the back. On the top,
yeah, I can do that.
Actually.
Yep.
And afterwards, you can also press it with something on the table and smooth it out and stuff like that.
All right, let's go and wick this. Take a bit of wick. Let's come. So I might have used a small. Should be. All right, not sure how much the glue likes this. I should turn my filtration back on. All right, so now it should be nice and flat. Glue. Delicious, delicious glue.
Actually, you can see how much time the vias try to hold on.
So now I need to not have it catapulted through. Glue. So let's press it flat with the back of this. It's going to take. Yeah, it looks quite flat. We'll see if the glue goes away with some IPA, maybe.
With the soldering iron, it will disappear.
Yeah, you'll burn it off.
I can burn it off, but you know.
Hold your breath. You're fine.
Health
You're
is
fine.
wealth. Okay, let's give that a go, see if it takes the solder. Yeah, you're right. It's not taking the solder. It probably has residue. Can we burn it away?
Usually not. I used to scrape it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to scrape it. Let's clean it up and try scraping. Well, there's all sorts of things on top of this. Yeah, that's not a step I had considered needing to now. Yeah, that's very clear actually. That's so I'm gonna remove the glue like that, and then I'll probably try the file. Stupid glue. Probably, you know what? I'm gonna remove this from the glue, and I'm gonna use another technique, which I think will work better. Which is gonna be Kapton. I think Kapton will probably be less messy.
Can't quite tell the size of that thing, but you might just be able to press it on either side with your tweezers.
Yeah,
and then get
exactly.
in
That
the
is
center
true.
and
Yeah,
grind
you're
it.
right. You're right. I'm overthinking this. You're right. So
That's exactly my technique as well. I just hold it down with a tweezer on one corner and just scrape.
Yeah.
yeah, I just need to make sure I control it. Stupid glue. I regret my glue decision.
Yeah, it was a nasty glue. I have to admit, mine is less aggressive.
I mean, maybe the glue gets softened in IPA. Let's see.
No, you probably need acetone or something stronger.
Does copper care about seeing acetone?
I don't think so. I've never had an issue with it.
I wouldn't expect so. Let me grab some.
It does take off, it can take off the solder mask, though.
That's fine. I really don't care about solder mask here, so let's grab a bit of acetone. I have a pot somewhere. I'll just wing it. Just use a Q-tip. Yeah, I'll do it in the acetone cup. Or do I? Oh, my acetone is evaporated. I don't have. I have another bottle, I think. Yeah, there was very little left, and it has evaporated. But this
Nail
one,
polisher.
I do not have a nail polisher. The sweet smell of acetone. Is it doing anything? I'm not sure.
It looks cleaner, but hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll close the stinky bottle and finish with the knife. Done. Yeah, that hasn't done much. It is coming off. I just need to take my time and not rush it, I think. Yeah, that's nasty. Epoxy residue.
Plus, you only need to scrape the area where you will solder
That is
it
true.
from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
because the
absolutely correct.
others. Yeah.
That's nice and shiny. Copper is such a pretty metal. But yeah, it's been very interesting because I started doing repairs just because I was sick of seeing like stuff that I was pretty sure could be easily fixed thrown in the bin. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe like those microscopes, they have HDMI outputs. Maybe other people might want to watch or enjoy. Like wanted the company, to be honest. It's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for fun, so might as well
Yeah.
have people around. And now
Well, we
I
appreciate
kind of,
you doing it.
yeah, I was like very surprised. Like the last week's English stream, which was the first one actually in English, kind of had like the biggest number of views I've had yet. And then the French one on the Thursday, I streamed French on Thursday, got even more. So if it keeps going like that, it's very encouraging for just something I wanted to do for fun.
Yeah.
So I think we are.
Do you do this full time or?
Not at all. I do this. I have a day job, which unfortunately I can't just not do because
Yeah.
eating. But I'm hoping that I might someday be able to go a bit more full time on doing stuff. Whether it's going to be probably not repairs, just repairs, just making content, making educative stuff, making like learning how to make electronics parts and design stuff. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, just having fun doing
What do
that
you
kind of
do
stuff.
for your day job, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a developer. I'm in tech. I
Oh,
used to
very
be
cool.
in video games, but I'm not in video games much anymore, unfortunately.
Software development?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Let's see if I can
That's
do
funny.
this.
So I do hardware repairs as my day job and then
Oh.
software development as my hobby. So kind of the opposite of
Oh.
you.
Yep. And you say you do iPhones and stuff like that still, or?
MacBook. So I
MacBook.
own a IT management and computer repair business, and then I originally started with doing all the just kind of break fix, regular repairs, and then saw kind of as you did a lot of broken gear that I thought could be fixed, and just started doing it. And then
Awesome.
when the company I was working for closed, I started my own business and offered a Microscope.
Is that something that's like are you getting a lot of enough clients and projects to?
Yeah. I mean, I've got 3 people that work for me, 2 stores. Me and my
Man, that's
business
awesome.
partner have been doing it for about 8 years now.
And you're doing FPV as well, or are you just?
Yeah. But I don't fix very much FPV equipment apart from my own, but yeah, we'll fix all of it. Do everything from like large power supplies to have fixed like microscopes for like silicon manufacturing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, I love the idea of not letting die.
Well, it's usually it's like
night.
such a small. It's like a couple cents of a component that's broken that stopped like a $300-400 board from working, and it's
Yep.
they're easy fixes once you know how to fix them.
Yeah, from seeing like I've only started watching Northwich Repair recently, and all the fix is done. Like I feel like I could probably. I mean, most of them are simple troubleshooting, doing when you know basics of how power supplies work and stuff like that. It doesn't sound crazy. Oh, that's sticky. I don't like when it's sticky. Tweezers. There we go. So now I'm thinking I'll just position the pad, heat it up, try to place it, and then lift my.
Put some flux before.
Yes, I was thinking of that, and then I forgot. Oh, that needs cleaning. I'm gonna clean my tweezers. That's awful. I hate this. Leave me alone. There you go. Let me clean some of my tweezers. Even though the pad itself isn't clean.
We need to get you some Hacko tweezers over there.
Do they work especially well at not sticking?
Not really. They're just tiny, and I feel like better fine control with them.
Oh, I do have tiny tweezers. Like I have those, which are.
Oh yeah. There you go.
I just got actually last week I did some a trace repair, my first trace repair, where I need to manipulate a tiny solder wire, and I didn't have the proper tweezers, and it was awful. So I got these ones which supposedly are knurled inside, so they keep the wire straight.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That's cool.
I got the Nanofix is the one who talked about this, so I got those. They're 2ULL tweezers dedicated for those. Let me catch up on chat for a second.
I mostly use
yeah, not much happened there. So
ones.
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm using mostly Vitas ones, the tweezers, I mean.
The Vitas, it doesn't ring a bell, but I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to tweezers.
I just popped a DigiKey link into the general chat for the ones
Cool.
I like.
These ones are old and tired, but I kind of like the shape, so I might need to get some more bent tweezers like this one, so I'll see from your link. So now I'm thinking I'm holding it with the tweezers and come with the iron and melt it from above. That sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a good plan.
You will be able to move it around with the soldering iron once you press it down.
I just need to hold it down with the tweezers afterwards, basically. Let's go. Yeah, looks like it's nicely in place. Let me see if it's
pretty good
nice.
already. Yeah.
I might try to push it in more. Yeah, there's no pushing it more. That looks good.
You can actually put the tweezer right in the middle of the pad while you are melting it, so you can press it down even more.
Man, it cools so quick because of all the copper around, so it means it has a decent connection, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
it cool that quick.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, I will leave it like this for now.
So now I'm thinking I put conformal, I clean it up, put some conformal coating on the edges so it doesn't move when I go at that solder here and hot air. Does that sound reasonable?
I'm not sure if I use conformal coating.
Sorry, solder mask. Solder mask.
Oh yeah, that should hold it.
Yeah, but you need to scrape a bit and clean it very well, because sometimes it just doesn't stick.
Yeah, I'll do some cleaning. I love that I discovered that technique from Nanofix as well, where you put the Kim wipe on top and then douse with RPA and kind of let the Kim wipe gather the flux. It seems to be doing.
The only difference is that here things are way bigger than on a mobile phone, so it's trickier.
Yeah, I'll do a few takes and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, really liking the tiny needle to dispense alcohol. That's nice. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, it looks decently clean. Let's scrape it a bit to ensure adhesion. I can turn off my suction. I'm hoping you don't hear the still can't find the word.
Extractor.
Extractor too much.
Yeah, we can't hear it basically.
No, not at all.
That's good. That's good because I have enabled the what's it called? The noise reduction on my mic. So I just want, I don't need to go to copper, right? I just need to scrape it a bit so that the glue adheres.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly.
Yeah. So. Also, I have absolutely no idea. Every time I use that glue, I have no idea how long it takes to cure. Oh, let me double check that I'm not making contact with the other pad next to it, actually. Just to make sure.
Mine is black, and I usually keep it for like 3-4 minutes at least to be sure. And I have a pretty powerful UV light.
Yeah, I have the mechanic one that seems to be quite powerful. I'll just make sure.
Yeah, the blue one with the battery I have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Just wanted to make sure I'm not making contact stupidly. So yeah, let's clean that up with a bit. Oh, that's not. Let's go. Where are my clean Q-tips? I need to. Yeah, there's so many small. Like I like the fact that most of the supplies you can get, tools and stuff, are like super cheap thanks to AliExpress. So you can actually get like the proper Q-tips, which I don't have, and the cool things like for €1 or €2. What's this? It's just solder.
I usually use clean room wipes, and there are some very small squares of sponges that work really well.
Like this. I do have those. I haven't tried them much yet, but yeah, I'll try to use them a bit more. Right, let's get the UV lamp and the UV resin. I don't have black, so I'm gonna be using white. And what can I use to hold it? Let's grab a tiny motor box. Okay, tiny motor box. Yeah, I haven't done much. I haven't used the like the solder mask much, so I don't really have a good workflow about getting it out of the tube and applying it. But I'm gonna put a bit on some plastic if I manage to push it. Let me show you my struggles. That's not. No, nothing is.
I usually just put it on like a paper towel and then take like a black stick and just kind of dab it on there.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing it with the like put a blob here and use my tweezers to apply
exactly.
it. But I think this one is kind of, haven't used it, but it's kind of blocked or dried up at the end. I got those with my, there you go, with my small CNC, the Makera, the Carvera Air that I use to cut carbon and stuff like that. And they gave you a bunch of PCB tools because you can actually mill PCBs with them.
Oh shit.
And
nice.
Yeah, you can actually, that's what's interesting to me, you can use the laser module to selectively cure white resin to do seal screening, which is quite fun. So you can actually, you do a first layer of solder mask, and then you grind it away, and then you can do a layer of white, and then you use the laser to mark the seal screen, and then you wipe the rest and cure it.
Which CNC do you say this was?
Carvera Air. It's a small desktop CNC, and I've done a bunch of prototypes on it. A bunch of drones I have that were.
Oh, this thing's cool.
Yeah, I got it on Kickstarter early bird as well, so I didn't even pay too much for it. How does that look, guys? I think it's all right.
I think it's enough.
Clean.
Yeah.
Enough. All right, let's cure it. So yeah, for those
then
who are wondering,
you will
this
have
is
a bit more scraping to do.
Yep. Actually, where would you have me scrape?
All around the area.
Of course. Yeah,
the brake.
below the FET, right?
Yeah, you still need to connect that pad to the FET.
Yeah, and I want the whole thing, so I'll scrape all the. But yeah, let's cure this first. I should have a spare.
And the left side, I think you will be filling up with more solder after you solder the FET. So.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I mean we can flood this, I guess. There's no. I need a USB cable to power the light. Wait, USB cable. I had one around here. There we go. So I guess I'm gonna. It has a timer. I'm gonna give it a. Why are you not turning on? Oh, it's one of those where you need a USB A to C because dumb. Because they don't have the resistor 44, what is it, 5.4K resistor, whatever, that triggers the power on USB-C.
Oh, the handshake.
Yeah.
Many times when I'm trying to do repair similar to this, I kind of push the copper in because it's malleable and you can press the areas more close to one each other, I think.
Yeah, I'll try to push the corner that's sticking out. So
I was more focused on the one on the bottom side where the pins will be, because there you will not have too much space to work with, I think.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that a go. I'll see, but I think it should come out well. I'm pretty happy how it's going at the moment.
I agree. I was more skeptical, to be honest, but it came out really good.
Yeah, that's cool. I just need to not mess up the putting back of the FET, but I've done that kind of stuff a bunch recently, so it should be good.
You just put more solder on the pad, and when it flows, you just push it in with a
yeah,
tweezer
and then clean up the balls and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, in your case, you will not clean the balls because those are making more contact around. So
as long as it doesn't short to the gate, I guess we don't really care.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. What can we do while it cures? Oh, it's pretending it's. I'll just manually do it because the delay stuff, I don't know how to set it up. It has 2 buttons. That's way too many for me. All right, so let's have a quick look at what we could be looking at next. Because it seems like we might be able to look at something else. What? To change. Oh, yeah, that's the one with the channel error. That one I don't know how to do. So I think I'll do an easy putting of a STM chip on this one. This one, it's unfortunately it's a 20 by 20, and in the group, not many people run 20 by 20, mostly me. But this should just need an STM replaced, so we can do that quickly, and then we can say we've saved 2 things today. So that might be what I do. Or actually, now that I think about it, oh, hey, Trisika. Well, now that I think about it, might do some diagnostic on something new because we haven't done any. We've been doing some bunch of fairly obvious repairs. Not easy, but obvious. So I might grab something and do from the I don't know what they have box. That's not this box. And try to do some FC repair. Maybe. Oh, that's the other one. I kind of know what it does. This would be good to fix. I do have a donor for it. Oh, it's nasty dirty. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. But let me give it a quick clean while it cures. I think we should be closing it on the cure time, but it doesn't hurt to leave it a bit too long, I guess. But yeah, it's the first time I've had a rip pad on that ESC. I've had a bunch of arm breaks that kind of destroyed the wire, or it broke at the soldering, but eventually after a year or more, something has to give. All right, let's go to the microscope and see if it looks like it's cured.
Like
Well
that
done, mate.
pad goes through the board like that adds a ton of strength to that. So I mean,
Yeah,
I've
I mean,
ripped so
there's-
many pads off boards.
How many is there? Like 24, 28 vias? Okay, that looks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that looks like it has a crust, and then
24.
oh shit, that was too blobby, and then it's cracking. Oh, I have a bunch of pus oozing from the edge. That's disgusting.
Yeah, this is what happens when you put too much, unfortunately.
Yep. I'm learning that, so I'm gonna have to do it again. Okay, looks like it's cured in some places. I'm gonna use IPA to remove the. I'll try the sponge actually. Use IPA to remove the excess solder here, the excess mask here, so it doesn't start.
Yeah, I usually do it in layers somehow. I mean,
So super
and
thin,
just-
and then
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, build it up.
now it looks like it's.
That looks hard.
Yeah, that looks quite hard. I just want to make sure I'm getting all the ooziness.
Yeah, the ooziness is normal because the pad is not glued to the PCB anymore, so the copper moves when you press.
Yeah. Yep.
But you can do my technique. Just go in with the tweezer right where the crack was, and you just press the copper down until it kind of fuses
Yeah,
with one of each other.
I'll try to use.
Yeah, like press them together.
Exactly, because it's so soft, you can actually press them together better somehow.
Doing some like it's called peening.
Yeah, and scraping
Exactly.
some more.
My tweezers.
Peening
also
is the word.
push.
Exactly. Peening's the word.
I know technical words from forging in my English vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's decently pinned together here. Let's do here. I'm guessing I'm not going to be cold welding it, but if it deforms it enough to kind of stick together, it's nice.
Yeah, and the solder will actually go into those cracks, and it will be better. And the biggest blob of solder will be here where you work. So
I feel like despite this not being great, I think it's enough to keep the pad in place, which is all it needs to do, to be honest. So I might be able to get away with leaving it there for the.
Personally,
Yeah,
I would leave it.
and at the end, when you confirm everything is okay, I will just put some epoxy over the FET and surrounding area too.
Like what kind of epoxy? Just the same kind of epoxy or something else?
Oh, the general one where you mix two substances.
Oh yeah, I do have some. Okay, so I think we're probably good to start putting. No, I need to scrape here. It seems like it's gonna come off easy anyway.
Yeah, that's a very good technique actually, scraping over the cracks. Yeah.
Yeah, it just flakes off.
Yeah.
And now I think the easiest is to rotate. It's funny because doing stuff under the microscope between the hot air and the tweezers and wires and everything, I kind of can do it from both hands most of the time. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay,
There goes that.
Yeah. Should have, I wish they did some transparent one so it actually, I feel like transparent would cure, oof. Okay.
Yeah, I
transparent
used
would
to have a
probably cure.
transparent green solder mask. I can't seem to find it anymore.
I do have
don't
Yeah,
some green. Maybe I'll
that-
try the green. Maybe it's a
that's
bit.
what I use when I need to do like thicker things.
Yeah, you can do a blob and the UV will go through the whole thing.
Let's see if I can get this flap to stay down by rubbing it to kind of encourage it.
I think if you solder that and then mask the rest
Yeah,
of
I'll
the
try.
area you don't want,
I'll
that
do
should be a good
a
enough
dab of
connection.
solder. I'll use a tiniest bit of flux. So I can.
Actually, I think you need to put just a tiny bit of flux and the iron, not with a lot of solder. You know,
Yeah,
just
just.
leave the
I
copper
was
to
thinking.
suck the.
Yep. And I need to be able to press it with my tweezers on the other side. So I'll just put a tiniest bit of solder. Like, yeah.
With almost tin your tip and then like put it into your
Flux.
cleaner.
Oh yeah,
So
no, I
it's
think I put
just
just a
barely.
tiny
Oh yeah,
bit.
yeah, I think you got it. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think that's nice and that's not attached to the other side, I think. Because the other side has thermal mass more.
That's enough for now.
Yeah, that doesn't move anymore, so that's good, I think.
Yeah.
I can go back, clean it up, and do. Let's try the sponge again. Where's my sponge? There's my sponge.
But try to do the same thing on the other
Yep.
crack area.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can scrape between the 3 pads there because you need more copper area there.
Between which one? Oh,
Those
the
3
small
pads that come off the main pad.
Yeah, like the small bits of solder mass that
Yeah,
are.
you can remove that.
Let me
It
let
all
me
connects
scrub
to the same
those.
place.
I'll scrub those first. Scrape those first. By the way, thank you guys for coming and keeping me company and also giving me a bunch of advice. That's very much appreciated. That's something I was kind of hoping would possibly happen by doing streams as well. Get some experienced people to kind of help me when I think I can.
And
I could have done it. Yeah.
Scrape
ahead,
there
scrape
as
what?
much as possible to see only copper, because at least from this camera view I can still see some dirt or black. I don't know.
Let's go in more.
Yeah, go like this on both of them, like up down fast.
Yeah.
Let's sort out the light. There we go. Here's probably fine. And let's make.
Oh, this is another thing.
It's not super, like we're reaching the limit of the sharpness of my optics. But I've been really enjoying having a optical microscope. It's really nice to have the depth. But for a stream, it would be better if I had a good digital microscope, not mic.
Not necessarily. The camera that you connect to the third port is the problem. There are better cameras out there.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I didn't go for the cheapest one, but it doesn't seem like it's really amazing. So at some point, I might look into a better one. Also, finding, like, I realized the first time when I got it, it was only getting me a small amount of the picture. And I realized I needed a special lens to put in between the camera and okay, I think we're quite good. I think the thing in the middle, let's see if it's just reflections or if it's dirt, but I think it's just copper, or is it just copper?
Yeah, you could try to press it like the other area too, and I think you are okay with it.
Yeah, okay, it's
My 2
there
cents
was,
at
yeah, it's
least.
just, Okay, I'll put some. I think I can just put the iron on it and see if I can. So tiny bit of flux and fill it. I mean, that's going to be a nice looking repair, I think, in the end. Should be.
Just gonna have to be careful when you solder the next motor onto this pad still.
Yes. Well, if I...
That's why I recommended epoxy at the end of the repair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, nice job.
I'm taking my time, so maybe it's not the most what's like action-filled stream ever, but
Man, these repairs are always the hardest. So just replacing an MCU, it's like nothing.
It's just another Friday, you know. There we go, night flows. All right, so that flew nicely. Let's see if we can get it to flow more.
So yeah, personally at this point, I would just wet that entire copper and kind of bridge it to the pad and just make.
Me too, exactly.
Yeah,
just make the whole thing solder basically.
Either way, you will put a big blob of solder with flux there before you put the MOSFET.
Exactly.
So.
Might as well just wet the whole thing. There you go. Now she's pretty. Well,
ish.
Maybe not pretty.
It's shiny at least.
It's a shiny. No? There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
I can make it not shiny, but I can make it as dull as I want.
No, it's decent enough. I will just put some solder on those 4 pads there.
Oh yeah.
Actually 1 pad. And just try to solder the FET.
Yeah. I mean, even if it floats a little higher, it'll be fine.
Oh, I'm not.
Well, yeah, yes and no. You still need to cool the FET, so I don't know.
I need to use a better angle. Not sure those small pads.
At this point, it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not. It just needs to work. So.
I'm not getting enough. My small pads, not enough heat transfer. Let me swap to a chisel instead of a bent chisel. So I can do something about it.
That's the positive rail, and it will suck.
And it's small pads. Small pads on the positive rail.
No. It's a very big copper area. Just the pads are tiny, but the copper underneath is quite big.
It acts as a giant heat sink.
Yep. Well, that's. I mean, if this.
It goes from the ripped pads almost to the middle of the capacitor. So.
Right. I can't get a good contact. I might need to clean it. I don't know. That's weird. I might need to heat up the board a bit. I can't get a nice. I'll clean it up with IPA. And see if I can get, because I think there's some dirt on the pads that might be making it hard for the solder to flow, on top of it being hard to flow already. Maybe the sponge can do a better job. It's mostly clean now. Okay,
it's always fun how you clean it up and then you put flux on it.
Yep, you put flux, clean it up, put flux, clean it up. That's been my the whole thing. You always want fresh flux and
the bane of my existence.
And they get sticky, and then you fly them, and they all get all covered in goo.
always thought it's funny, like I would get boards in for liquid damage, do all the repairs, and then throw them right back in the water in an ultrasonic bath. And customers are just like, "What the hell are you doing?" Gotta explain to them how it all works.
No, I
No,
can't get good contract with this.
from my experience, you will never be able to actually reflow that. So be happy if you just put a top
Okay.
on top of it, just a tiny bit of fresh solder, and it will melt when you.
Okay, well, you're making me feel better then, because I mean that's one of my biggest tips. I wasn't on the highest heat, but close to it, and
You were lucky to work on that isolated pad there, and it's easy to work on that. But the positive rail has almost all the layers connected to it, so
yeah, I see. Well, should I put a bit more solder mask on the edges to keep the pad in place while I heat up, or would you go directly with a for the FET?
I would get the FET on and then solder mask anything you don't want touchable. But
That's dirty. That's nasty. I
you
want
don't
this
have
clean.
much over on that side, do you?
Okay, well, I'll try the FET then. I'll
I would do the same.
Okay,
And
I'll
just
clean
press
up.
down the FET. Put it a bit higher up so you can have some extra room down below for solder to have a nicer connection to the broken pad, and be done with it.
And then test it and see that it all works perfectly. That's what we want to hear. All right, time to FET. My FET box. Where's my FET box? It's here. And I'll.
You already did a continuity check to the other pads, right?
Yeah, I did.
Cool, cool.
Right. Some flux. I'm gonna go for the nano. This one. I'll start by heating up the board actually. So that's gonna be the same. Max airflow. 500, not 480, which is my maximum, and heat up the board.
Have either of you guys actually damaged the board by not heating it up? I never used to heat up boards, and everyone was like, "What the hell are you doing?" But never damaged anything from it. But I also work
Actually,
on much bigger boards.
you cannot damage regular PCBs that like Apple ones, even though they have like 12 layers and stuff. They have a very thin foil of copper. So even with regular hot air, you can heat up the area and desolder it. But at least my Voltara has a lot of copper in it, way more than any Apple MacBook will have. So it will just suck the heat and will never reach 250 C ever.
Got it.
I mean, it will reach it, but sometimes it's like harder, especially if you need to desolder something that sits on ground. It will be terrible.
Yeah.
And you can damage like LEDs and stuff like that.
All right.
Did you say you designed this board?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, dude, very cool.
He's the man.
How long did it take you to make this?
The 50 amp, I don't know, 2 months, I think.
And the first one. I need to put flux.
Yeah, the first one took the first one took longer because I had to do a lot of research about parts and stuff, so it took a way longer time, but around 3 months and a half till my first prototype.
Can I order them in the US?
Yeah. Right now I there is no stock, but usually Pyrodrone and Fly High FPV carries them.
Oh, cool.
Let's see if I can have it tacked. I don't. I think I want to do it some other way. Man, that takes forever to. Oh, I did have it melted enough down. Let me melt it again.
You had only the pad, not the
Yeah, I
the
thought
positive
I
one.
thought I didn't have it at all melted under FET itself, and I had so. Oh, now it's melted everywhere. I'll reflow it afterwards, I think. I'll tack it and then reflow it. There you go.
I will just leave it. Take the tweezer out completely.
Yeah, I'll just put a bunch of flux and then reflow it with a bit less airflow, I'm guessing, or it's gonna fly away. Let's go for 60 and see if I can reflow it and press it down and make all the solder squeeze out. Oh, damn. That airflow. Come on. The gate needs to stay in the gate.
He's trying to escape.
Oh, shit. It moved. Shit. Is that good? No, is it good? Actually, is it good? Let's see if the gate is connected. I'm gonna have to. I want one of those 3D microscopes. Looks like the gate might be connected.
No, it looks okay.
Okay. Shall we test with a meter that everything's right? I think we can.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Let me make it sharp for you guys. I think I might not have. All right, meter time. I am working on getting a good visualizer and multimeter for you all. I might get a multimeter that I can connect to the PC and get an overlay off. In the meantime, you're going to have to hear the beeps. So we should. What am I testing here? How can I test the body diode? Maybe. Is that a good way to test that it's well connected?
Put it on beeper. Check bottom to top, and then check the gate to not be shorted to either of top and bottom.
Okay, we're good. We're good here. Not shorted, not shorted, not shorted. Then I can test the plus and this, and it should be beep. This to, I'm getting the pads. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah,
so now the idea would be to put a bit of like tape around the pad itself and epoxy the rest.
Yeah, but I would try to remove that extra solder from the pad area itself, if you can.
Okay.
Be very quick with the wick.
Oh, with the wick.
And then put like a solder mask or something. I don't know if you understood what I meant to say. Because if you leave the solder like now, every time you want to solder a motor, it will suck the solder from the top area where the connection is.
Yeah. So you want to recreate the barrier in between, right? In between the FET and the pad.
Exactly.
So I need to try to suck out of this specific part, right? Let's try that. I mean, I should be okay to wick the whole pad, I think. It shouldn't wick all the solder that joins the two because of capillary action, I would expect. I'll try to be quick with it.
If you are quick about it, I think you will just suck up only the pad area.
All right. Is it heated up? Yes. Something like this. Does this look good? You'll get it in a few seconds.
I would. Oh, yeah.
Too much?
I wanted to say I would arrange the solder wick in the pad squareage. I don't know how to say.
Just on the pad, just above the pad itself.
Yeah, but you had one corner up and it sucked. But doesn't matter really if you can make a thin line of
Yeah, then I can put back some solder at the top, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I'll do a thin line. I'll grab my green, and I'll do a thin line. I need to clean it up first. The sponge seems to be doing a decent job, so I'm gonna keep using the sponge. I like the sponge.
The sponge does a great job when the board is hot from the rework.
Yeah.
It just sucks up into the
Yeah,
sponge
it's-
the dirt. Is very
Yeah,
very
it's nice
good.
and clean. Yeah, it works well. All right, now let's do the solder mask. Get some green. Has anything happened on the stream? CMYK, if you're still around and you have a box of ARs you're trying to fix, you should stream it, and I want to watch it if it's during my hours, because I am in Europe. That would be awesome. I always want to learn from others as well. But yeah, right. Also, for everyone watching, if you don't mind clicking, if you're enjoying the stream or having in the background, enjoy the company, feel free to put a like on the stream. That helps. You see, I'm doing the YouTube things.
Mhm.
Well, I'm trying at least. Right, let's get some of that green goo. I'm extruding some green goo. And I'll try to go light on the green goo this time around. Grab my tweezers.
Yeah, just a tiny line so that you can add more solder on the top, then do
Yes.
a bigger blob of thing covering all the solder and stuff.
It's tiny, this stuff. Right, that should do the job, I think. Let's cure this. It's thin enough that it should cure well.
Yep, it's very good.
And we are back to talking about how are you guys doing? Anything good in the weekend? Yeah, we need some filler content. I need to, everyone go grab a drink. I don't have a good way to hold the light, so I'm holding it by hand. But should be able to.
I'm just getting back here. It's like you got the Fed on.
The fat is on. Now we're cleaning up. And I've done this line here. So you'll see it in a second. And I'm curing it. That hopefully should let me put back some solder above the brake. And then hold the pad. And it should be all good. You know,
Alright,
you
time
know
for
what?
me to go to bed. Good night,
dude.
Uncle.
Good night. See ya. I'm gonna.
Night.
Yeah,
Nighty
I think
night.
I found a way to hold the lamp. I'm gonna dip out for a bio break for a second. I'll put the
Wait,
thing.
you don't just leave it on the board? I just leave it on the board.
Yeah, but the board is hanging on the side, was hanging on the side, and I couldn't really find a good way to do it. I'll show you actually what my solution is. I used the, I don't know if you can see, but I used the solder roll to kind of
Oh, nice.
lay on the side. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. And I'm back, and hopefully the thing is cured. Let's have a look. Is it cured? It doesn't look cured. Let me poke at it. Oh, let's not poke at it with the dirty tweezers.
I was gonna say your light is a lot stronger than mine. Mine takes like 4 or 5 minutes to cure.
Oh, it does look. No, it looks hard enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the mechanic one. There, it was. I was using an old big one that was with the kit for making PCBs from the Carvera, and that needs to be stay on for like 10 minutes. So it's like one of those nail out thing.
Yeah,
where
that's
the cheaper
Yeah,
ones.
I use the same one, the mechanic one, and you can actually feel the power on your hand if you keep it on your hand.
give you a
can get
sunburn.
sunburn. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's put some more. I think I'm gonna still have to get a slightly smaller tip. That one's too big. Let's go for this bent chisel should be good. Too many tips. Come on.
It's funny because a lot of guys have the wrong impression that if you make a castellated hole into the pad, it will hold better in the crash you had, but it's quite fake because the copper deposit on the castellated one, it's not enough to hold it pretty well. So
Is
will
it
rip
better
just
than
the
not
same.
having? Is it better still than not having castellations, or would you prefer to not have castellation at all?
No, it's not. It's just that in a crash like this, it will rip either way. So
Oh, I see. Let me put on some flux. So yeah, the vias, many vias sounds like a decent approach.
yeah, exactly. There are way more to hold it. Do you have a knife tip?
Yeah, I do actually. You're right. That's a good.
I think that
time
one
to
will
use
be
that.
better in this case.
I never use the knife tip. I know some people are knife tip lovers, but I'm not. Haven't been converted yet. Might still do at some point.
It's just a tool. Sometimes it's better. Like
Huh.
if you solder a QFN package and you need to clean the pads, that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
It flew
You see?
under. Yeah, it flew under the solder. Oh. Yeah, there's a big problem with my knife tip. Can I show you? It was glowing red. There's something
Whoa!
wrong with it.
What the hell?
It was bright red before I shut off the iron station. But yeah, that's a cheap AliExpress one. Would not be getting a cheap AliExpress knife tip again.
Bro.
How hot does it need to be to glow that hot? Holy shit. I mean, that explains why it's soldered quickly.
Well, it would need to be not controlled probably, or the sensor inside is broken or something.
Yep.
Actually, not the sensor, because they are checking the temperature from the actual resistance, I think.
No, there is. I think. Actually, I don't know.
Which iron do you have?
It's a Asian
It's a JBC clone.
Yeah, it's
okay,
a JBC clone. I have a bunch of legit JBC tips and a bunch of Chinese clones. I've noticed a massive difference in performance for the 115 tips. The JBC is just so much better. The heat goes right to the tip. For the generic ones, I haven't found any reason. I have a few which are genuine, but usually I haven't found a good reason to use the genuine ones. But yeah, that one's going to the cooling station. Where do I have a good cooling station? This is a good cooling station. Yeah, well, That was that was. I wish I had
Exciting.
I had it on the stream where it was full blast, because holy shit, that was very shiny.
I still saw it red afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like bright red, and you can see, actually you can see it has melted. Let me put the handle back. You can see it has some of the inside has melted and spewed out, like the solder they used to hold the bit, I'm guessing at the end. It's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
I've never seen that before.
Me neither. Oh well. Let's. Oh, is it? Yeah. I'll do. I don't think. Do we need any more thing to happen here? Or are we done? So yeah, the issue here is that the solder sucked under the solder mask, so it still reached the pad. But at least there's plenty of solder here. I feel like if I'm careful when I install the wire, I should be okay.
Was it really? Because it looks like you just soldered the pad also with a
No,
tip.
no, I didn't touch the pad. I saw it kind of inflate, and you can see it. I think we might be able to see it if I, by that the thing has kind of bowed up.
Oh, on the right side.
Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully it's well soldered underneath. The pad seems a pretty bit bare on the side of the QFN. But it's possible that the whole FET just received like 700 degrees of heat for a second as the thing was heating. So I'm hoping the thing on top is just like flux and not, I didn't burn the FET, though I do have plenty of donors.
No,
let's clean that
it's
up.
okay.
Those are tough little beasts.
Well, they have 175 working max temperature, so.
Well, I can tell you my iron was hotter than this. I think it's probably okay at least to put on, as long as I'm careful to tack the wire fairly quickly. I shouldn't be sucking the whole thing anyway. And I tend to solder my wire quite fast.
You know what? You can actually put the wire longer and solder it just starting from the side of the FET.
That is true. Yeah, I could solder it. Yeah. So that should be okay. I think it's kind of time to try it to see if it works.
Yep.
So let's do that. I'm gonna spend a second cleaning up all the mess I put on the table, so I can actually work on the quad. There we go. Meter can go away for a bit. I mean, I don't see any reason why anything else in the ESC would be damaged. That was a clean rip. So
no, nothing. At least if you didn't touch the gate while it ripped, so that it killed the FET, but that
no, I checked the.
You already measured
the gate.
it, so it's not shorted.
All right. A bit more.
Is it me or are those caps above the FET all corroded?
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, I've been running that ESC in bandos for a while.
Ah, gotcha.
It has like at least a year of successful bashing, so yeah. They are correct, but they work fine.
Yeah. No, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what happened to this thing originally.
Yeah, it's just been in my quad. That's here. There we go. So for once, it's not going to be the test bench quad. It's going to be my actual dirty ass quad. And I'm going to be...
The quad had a bando party.
Oh, yes. Many.
And I had so many broken motor posts, motor axles, because I keep bending my belts back. And eventually, after you bend them back enough, they just break. And this weekend, where I actually had 4 of them break, most of them I would like lightly touch the ground, hit the ground super light, and then would fall out of the sky, and the bell was away, flew away, and some of the axle would stay in the motor stator. I even had one fail in flight. It just fell from the sky.
Just snap.
Yep. Just tired. I guess all my motors are tired and all just bandos. I still wonder why we do that to ourselves.
See, like I have no bandos near me, so I just fly into trees. It's a lot softer.
Yep. And you save on props. Holy shit! I think I over the 3 days I probably ate like 30 sets, something like that.
Bro, I haven't swapped props in like 6 months.
Yeah. So you see why I would want a electrical screwdriver.
Oh yeah.
6
Oh, yeah.
months. Oh man, what a dream.
Bro, there's just nothing to run into near me. Like literally nothing. It's crazy.
Where are you at in the US? Oh, California.
California.
You said. Yeah, it's too rich. What you need is a good recession. That's really good for
We
bandos.
really need a good recession. We really need
Oh,
a good recession.
don't worry, it's coming.
Oh, I
Let's
know.
not get political. All right, gummies are on. I'll probably won't run a cap for the test because I don't. Well, actually,
So, what do you think your rate of success is on
I'm
this
pretty
repair?
confident. Should be 100%. No, I'm not. I can never be 100%, but let's say a good
Well,
90%.
let's say you will not make this a rocket drone drawing 200 amps. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Probably
That's not
not.
what he does.
Yeah, I go into balls. Though, I mean, you'd be proud, Mika. I am starting to go faster, and I was going fast this weekend. And
I was about to shame you a bit and call you a slow boy, but
I mean, I'm still me, but I did crash harder and break a couple arms this weekend from
nice.
going faster. So, there's that.
Yeah, you saw my ESC barbecue.
Yes, your ESC barbecue was not repairable.
Yeah, this one is not making it onto any live stream.
The band of fire?
Yeah.
Not the one, no, not this one. He wasn't with us.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah, I showed him the Heim band of fire.
Yeah, I'm checking out some of your flight videos now. This is sick.
Oh, thanks. You should see Mika. He's better. I will redo those pigtails clean, but for now it will do.
It will be fine.
Yeah, all the solder has wicked up the wires, so it's not very clean, but it will do. Oh, but I'm only on
reuse
350.
that other tip. It would be easier.
It would go fast. I'm not even sure. I was only on 3. I accidentally swapped the thing to when I reset it. I swapped it to 320, and 320 isn't enough for this ESC.
I would just put some more solder wire there because it has rosin flux in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo it cleanly with fresh wire anyway. I'm just doing this to test. That hasn't melted.
I think you need some alligator clips on your table for fast testing things like this.
I do that, but here, because the FC is here and connected to everything, I just wanted to put it back in the quad so I can solder all the motors and everything. But I'm just going to test this one motor to start with, because the other one, there's no reason it wouldn't work. Put some solder on there. I'm happy to see this tip hasn't exploded yet. I also like cut the wire. We did the wires earlier, make them way too long, so it's not the final form of this quad.
Yeah, we can see they're brand new compared to the rest of the
Yeah.
quad.
The only clean thing on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my PCB wires are like brand new.
Brand new. Yep. I mean, those aren't the worst actually. They only have a bit of copper showing. But I have some George Michaels over here. Do you know the expression?
It's fine, you still have internal ones.
Yep. There we go. We're connected enough to test. Flight controller going.
No, you just plug it in, see if it beeps.
I can.
Oh.
Am I going to let out secrets if I plug it in? Or is it okay?
Yeah, I forgot.
Shall I, do you want me to take this off stream? I can't say more than this.
Maybe just plug it in on the sideways and then go to motor test.
I'll show you the motor. So we'll go for 4S. I'm not getting and didn't get any sound.
Oh no.
Meow, meow.
Let's see if I get sounds from
Oh, no.
plugging. That would be sad after all this. I'll solder the shut up beeper. Oh, sound.
Aha.
It's living.
Like
All right.
last time. What did you
All right.
change?
I don't know. Something must have been shorting somewhere on the aluminum.
Okay, yes. Maybe the FC was touching something, yeah.
It is possible. So now let me plug in a cable. That was climactic and then anticlimactic and all the climaxes you want.
I'm not happy until I see a spinning motor.
Oh, I'm not happy until I see a spinning motor either. Let's
Oh
go
no,
for...
do you gonna follow your new saying? You're gonna have to fly this drone?
I guess I'm gonna have to fly this drone. That is how it works now.
Okay.
Motors. That's gonna be motor 4. Do we have a motor 4? I think we have a motor 4.
Boom.
All right, so let's quickly put this together and fly it. Or do I skip? Actually, I'm gonna skip. No, it's all nearly time, so I'm not gonna have to get the chance to have a look at the other board. So might as well finish this and fly it. Because yes, I do fly them indoors. What else?
The repair is done.
The repair is done. The stream isn't, but thank you very much. If you have to go, no worries at all. The rest is not interesting to you. It's all about soldering a bunch of wires. Right, it will be quick, but it should be quick. But yeah, let's do this.
I'll just leave it on the background while I work on things.
So there you go. Some amount of solder. But yeah, it's been super nice to have you here. Both of you are helping me with this. I feel like I probably would have been able to do it on my own, but not as well, for sure. for sure, like the guy would say. Where's my song?
But you still need to put some epoxy over the wire and fat around that, so that you don't kill it in the first crash.
Yep, I will do this, but that needs to cure, so I'll do it off stream. Or we're not gonna. I mean, I could do a relaxing ASMR watch epoxy cure stream. Not sure how many people would be into that, but. I mean, I heard that the guy who made the first 24-hour fireplace video on YouTube made millions of it because he was so early in the YouTube game. So maybe that's the next big thing.
So I have cats, and I put on the TV like a bird watching thing where someone just sets out like a basket of like bird seed and there's a camera on it. And my cats fucking love it. And that thing has hundreds of millions of views. It's a great idea.
Cats plus internet. Yep. Sounds like a good recipe. Do stuff for cats. Could do electronic repairs for cats, but I don't think that's.
I've tried it. They aren't interested.
Yeah.
They just want to fuck with all your tools.
Yep.
Do you guys heard the story of the guy who invented the sugar packets for coffee shops?
No.
No? What's that?
He killed himself because everybody was tearing up the packet at the ends, and he designed it so you break it in half in the middle.
Classic nerds. I need to redo all those wires. They're not the right length and everything. Yeah,
well, you said you did game development.
Yeah.
So you know, watching people do things the unintended way and how frustrating that is.
I actually kind of enjoy that. I think it's nice. Like, I'm not here to tell people how they should have fun. Like some stuff like speed runs. I mean, I've never worked on I barely worked on a game that had a speed run, but a big speed run community. But I would love to make a game that has speedrunners breaking the game and doing all the crazy shit. That would be awesome.
Now, for me, it would be, I don't know. I panic. I don't want them to see that. I want it to be perfect for them.
Yeah, it'll never be perfect, but you can I like knowing like, oh, they found a bug and they learn how to exploit it. It's awesome.
Shows intelligence.
Shows intelligence, but like creativity, I think mostly.
That too, yeah.
Technical creativity, which is kind of creativity I like. It's the kind I have. Like I won't be able to paint you pictures, but I am able to like create cool working things.
Like a 5-inch 1S.
Like a 5-inch 1S quad that flies amazing if you don't look at it too close.
Is this a thing?
Yep.
It
was
100
gram with battery, and
no way.
It makes no sound. I'll post the video on the YouTube, or someone can find it. It's somewhere on my YouTube. So I'm gonna have to redo motor direction, I think. Wait, that's. How's that going on? Oh, let me put a cap on it. Might as well do a cap. Do a quick tack of the cap wires. But yeah, the 1S drone was, I wanted to see if I could make the stealthiest drone ever, like the most silent. drone ever, and it was the most silent drone ever, or some close to it, to what we can do with our hardware. But the motors were too small, because it's really hard to find motors with the correct kV for 1S 5-inch. So it ends up being so underpowered that it struggles to keep itself stable.
Yeah, what
But it
kV do you
flies.
run for 5-inch 1S?
I used the 1303 1100 11500 kV. And it, like, does
11,500. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I was like 1100s. That's so low.
11,000, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
English is hard. I don't even speak English. I just like pretend.
You're very good.
Hmm.
You're
Nice.
French. You're French. You said.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Je parle français.
Je parle un petit peu. C'est pas
Ah.
bien. C'est pas mal. I lived in Monaco for 4 years. So.
Oh, I see. Let's not plug in the O3. It's not really required. Man, this squad will see a full rebuild. I need to redo all the TPUs and everything. But for now, it just needs. I'll put in a couple stack screws. Okay, I'll do it. If I can find them. Where did I put it? But yeah, the idea will be that we want to hover it and count it done. Oh, I'm so happy I have my second Voltara back on its feet.
It hasn't flown yet.
Yeah, man, it will. It will. I believe. I have the believe. My top plate. Where's my top plate?
That's not needed.
No, I have the piglet, but the piglet isn't for this. So, in case for
Yeah,
people who
it's
don't
not
know
gonna
what the
fit.
piglet is, this is the piglet. It's what I use on my test bed quad. It goes over the standoff, so I don't have to put on a top plate.
Nice.
But the piglet doesn't have the right spacing for this quad.
What frame is this?
The Orca. So it was a guy called Exen that I met on the JB Discord, the Bardwell Discord, and super nice guy. And people were talking about his frame, and I saw it being crushed by a bunch of people. Seemed really happy with it, so I tried it, and I really fell in love. I love the looks. I like how resilient it is to damage props. And I like a bunch of small details. And yeah, so I've been running this. And Exen has stopped doing his frame. So he was having it produced himself and then distributed it. And it would send some of it to Europe to Rubber Quads, which is Volker's. You might have seen the guy on JB's Discord as well. He has a small shop called Rubber Quads in Europe, and he was selling the XN frames from there. And when XN decided to quit and move on to other things with his life, he gave the baby to Rubber Quads, and they now distribute it, which is a shame for you in the US because you don't get to. It's really expensive to order it from Europe. There's no US distributor.
Yeah,
but,
it's not. I mean, it's not horrible. 140, but
yeah. No, but like shipping after that, I don't know how much it is.
oh, right.
Let me do the.
And tariffs now.
Yep. What's gonna happen with tariff? We don't know. We'll see.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Let's do motor direction with. I am going to have to use the piglet to at least give it some juice. Why beep? Huh, interesting. It doesn't.
It's like last time.
Yeah. Huh. But there is something. There is something going on, but I know the guy who made the ESC, so we'll be able to figure it out. Let's randomly plug it again.
Blame
It
him.
doesn't work.
Something is touching something.
I don't think something is touching. I don't think it probably wasn't that. Well, I guess we might not see it fly today. I'm gonna probably have to take this offline with Livyu and do some debug. Also, something that's really nice with this ESC is that it will tell you what's wrong with ways it has to tell you what's wrong, the ESC, and you can debug it easier. But yeah, I'll have to see with him.
He's still
So
here, but I don't think is anything wrong with actually the PSC except the regulator. But it started up, so I think
there
it's
is
something else now.
there is a pattern, blinking pattern, on the ESC. That's not the usual one, so I might have to chat with you about that. I think. So I think it's time. So probably gonna leave it there. Obviously I will keep you updated next stream on what happened. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it to work. The motor did rotate, so that's something probably silly. And I'll let you know next stream. I'll do a quick catch up with the chat, see if something has happened there. But yeah, mostly it's been quiet, so that's fine. I will thank you again, Livyu, and let me remember your name, Duckus. Thank you very much for the assistance. Thank you everyone else in voice and in chat who came, and hopefully you enjoyed the pad repair, my first big pad repair and all the things we did. And yeah,
You killed it, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'll see you for everyone who wants to attend the French stream, which is probably not everyone who speaks English, but you can put the picture on the background. You're welcome to join in on Thursday. It's 1 hour earlier. It's at 9 p.m. for us here. So it's going to be probably midday West Coast, noon West Coast, something like that. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you later and have a good one. Thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for the stream, bud.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
It's nice meeting everyone.
Bye.